Welcome to the Yamaha AW4416 tutorial video. We're going to be demonstrating the basics of Mixdown. We have changed our fader layer to mono. Now the faders are going to control the playback from the tracks you have recorded. We will assume you've recorded 16 tracks. At this point, go through and adjust your faders to the appropriate mix. Push the stereo fader all the way up so you get a good idea of what the overall level is on the stereo mix. When you think you've got it, and you've gone through and you've been to the panning screen and panned the tracks, you've EQ'd them, you've done the various functions that you would do in a typical mixdown, then come over to F4 and switch the meter here to pre-fader so that you can take a look at the pre-fade stereo bus levels. This is critical because it's easy to get pre-fader levels that are too hot and will have distortion, and this is uncontrollable by the stereo fader. So once that looks good, now you're ready to activate the stereo track. Under the track button, go to F3. On F3, you will see the stereo track meter page. And this is your ultimate guide to how far you can push the sound levels. Do not hit the clip line. There is no forgiveness in the digital domain, so you have to leave a little bit of ultimate level on the table. But if you're up to the line below the clip throughout the song, then that will be good. You're also taking a good look at how far down your minimum levels are. A good mix will have about 10 dB of meter movement on the stereo track meter. Not going below about -10, not going above the clip line. At this point, you're ready to record the stereo track if you meet all these conditions. Hold record, press play, just like you would do on a normal track recording from the input layer, except now you're recording the stereo track. When you're done, simply press stop. To listen to the stereo track, you're going to turn off the stereo track so that it is not red and blinking. You're going to press your enter button so that you can unmute the stereo track. Press the Q button. Press the stereo track button again to select it for playback. And now your finished stereo track is playing directly out through the monitor outs. Volume control will be on this monitor knob at the top of the console and not through the stereo fader. If you like what you've done, at this point, you can just press stop on everything, get out of queue, remute the stereo track with your enter button, then come back to song, cursor to the word save, press enter, and now save your song with its new stereo track. Your stereo track now, after the song has been saved, is going to be eligible to be burned and found on your mastering screen.